Sanyango here, hoping that you are healthy, wealthy, and free and loving your life. Is how we do. Yep. I made a previous video about how I was very close to falling back into old habits and forgetting everything and just living life like there was no care. No working out, no reading, no striving, no goals, no nothing. Waking up and binge watching Netflix and eating junk and not caring. And I was very it was like 2-3 days of that until I stopped myself. And so I just wondered, I thought to myself, okay, I'm always making these videos about about me, and but I've already in a sense started this journey. And what about those who haven't started it? What about those who, like, I don't know, I don't even feel it, I don't even care? And I think it's important to note that there is at no point do you not have a certain thing that you're working towards. It may not be the right thing in that moment, but it's always something. For example, when I was in my bachelor years, my goals for the morning were just about feeling good. I just want to feel good. I just want to be happy, And I would find that in numerous ways. It wasn't necessarily in studying, but it was maybe just showing up in class and seeing certain people, or it was going out for a party, or like it was different things. But it was that happiness, that sense of joy that I was searching for, right? So even in your so-called boring or whatever, like I'm just living, I'm just Nico too, I'm not really doing much, there's nothing much happening, there is still something that you are working towards. Either it's a sense of normalcy, like you just want, let me take that back. If you are living in a sense of nothing is happening, then most likely you are drowning out something in your mind. Because even when you wake up in the morning, there's always something that you want to do. Either I want to be happy, and you're going to find happiness in a task or a project. You're going to see somebody who's going to make you happy by helping you do a task or a project. Whether it's in making money, or it's in working with your kids, or there's always a task or a project that you're working towards. If there's nothing that you're doing, if you're just sitting and eating and watching and nothing, you are most probably drowning something out. There's something that you're avoiding in your silence. Because if you sit in your silence, you will find something to do. If you sit in your silence, you will realize that there is something that I want to do. It could just be clearing up your life. So I have all this myriad of tasks that need to get done. I need to organize the closet, I need to do my laundry, I need to whatever. But you're doing these things in order to get some sort of order, organization in your home, in your mind, and the like. But if you're not doing anything for lengths of times, for days on end, there's something that you're avoiding. So do not cheat yourself and say that there's no point in listening to these videos. In fact, this is the point where I'm just going to turn this off and just move on. No. There is something that you're drowning out. And I know this because anytime that I am just sitting and doing nothing, it's because there is something that I should be doing that I'm trying to forget. I'm trying not to do. Of course, I relax. I can relax and just decide, okay, chill, there's nothing much, take a break and just enjoy myself for a moment, yes. And that is allowed. But if I'm doing it on end, then that is me hiding from something. And so if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling that there's nothing that you can actually do, there's nothing that's driving you, because it can be frustrating when you just feel like, now what? Like, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? Sit in your silence, sit in some silence, and first of all, let yourself know that it's okay. I don't know now because it's not yet the time. So let me sit down and try to figure it out. And the reason why I am frustrated, because I need to know that the reason why I'm frustrated at this point is because the time has come for me to find that thing that I need to know. The time right now that I'm feeling this frustration is a time that I need to now find my thing, find my drive, find my reason. There's a reason why I'm feeling this way now. And you take advantage of these moments, take advantage of them, and allow the thoughts to come to mind. Always, and this one I've heard and I've done a few times. Write it down. Write it down. Personally, I love writing. You know, I normally bring it out in like a story or something. But even if it's, they say, brain mapping or brainstorming, get a paper and just write on the whole paper anything that's coming to mind, what ideas, what, you know, even if it's just a to-do list or a bucket list. A bucket list would be best. Write down a bucket list of things that I want to do before I die, and, you know, start slowly taking those things off. But as soon as you give yourself something to do, in those things that you are trying to do, you will find a certain goal that you're trying to achieve. Because in the striving, I believe, in your striving to achieve a certain goal, you're listening to yourself. Because you're the only one that can guide you toward this thing. So you're listening to yourself. And you're allowing yourself to guide you. And I love this idea because it ties into my philosophy of self-reliance. When I'm able to sit and work on something and other ideas come in that build into the same thing, and it just grows and grows and fills, it goes from a tiny seedling into a whole tree, even just on paper, that's when it gets scary. Like, oh no, what's happening here? You know, calm down and no. Allow yourself to write it down and to grow as big as it can be, and let it be there, and let yourself sit with that vision, with that idea, with that fantasy, and know, as Les Brown says, it's possible. It's possible. So look at it in its entirety. Look at it in its wholeness. See how big it is, and just tell yourself it's possible. It's possible. And then now you start to break it down. So the point of the video is to say that there is no such thing as having no goals. There's no such thing as having no direction. It's because you haven't allowed yourself to have the direction. Turn off the music, turn off the Netflix, turn off your phone. Sit in silence and just allow yourself to scream. There are times when I'm just in silence and I cry. I just cry. Because in a sense, I realize that there's so much that I have let myself down in, or I have certain frustrations. I'm not even sure why. Normally there isn't even a reason, but I just feel like I want to cry. And so I cry. Allow myself to cry, and then it's out. What next? Because we need to just let things out. Let things out. And allow all the negativity to get out and be replaced by positivity, be replaced by goodness, and be replaced by intention, and, you know, just good things. We need to allow ourselves to do that. Instead of bottling up all these emotions and anger and feelings and stress, and it takes us nowhere. At the end of the day, we've got nothing to show for it. So if you feel like you need, sit in your silence, and if you feel like you need to cry or scream, get a pillow and scream into it. If you feel like you want to sing, if you feel like you want to dance to no music, Duda would understand this. If you feel like you want to dance and there's nothing, make beats for yourself. You know, and you feel it, and be you. Allow yourself moments to just do whatever you need to do in the moment. Start off with the silence and let it take you where you need to go. Journey within yourself, right? And in that you will find something. Journal it down and allow it to just be. Okay, I hope this makes sense. I hope this allows somebody to listen to themselves and be themselves. So yeah, that's the gem for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Ciao.